It's July 21st, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have a disaster where an explosion became a lifeline, a space mission that almost ended meters away from safety, and a place so cold it pushed the limits of life itself. Let's begin. On July 21st, 1907, the passenger steamer Columbia sailed blindly through a wall of fog off Shelter Cove, California. At 12:22 in the morning, the lumber schooner San Pedro suddenly appeared in the darkness, but it was too late to turn. The schooner smashed into the Columbia's side, tearing a massive hole through its iron hull. Seawater flooded in as sleeping passengers rushed from their cabins. Lifeboats could not be lowered fast enough, and 8.5 minutes after the collision, the Columbia vanished beneath the Pacific. As survivors struggled in the freezing water, an explosion erupted from below the surface. Accounts claimed that the blast and rising bubbles pushed several people upward, who were dragged beneath the waves. The damage to the San Pedro kept it afloat by its cargo of lumber and rescued approximately 80 survivors. Despite their efforts, 88 passengers and crew were still lost. On July 21st, 1961, astronaut Gus Grissom became the second American to enter space. His 15-minute flight aboard the Liberty Bell 7 unfolded almost perfectly until the capsule touched down in the Atlantic. As the recovery helicopters approached, the explosive emergency hatch suddenly blew. He insisted he had never touched the detonator, and seawater rushed through the opening. He climbed out, but his spacesuit began filling with water through the open oxygen inlet. As his heavy suit dragged beneath the waves, he struggled to remain afloat, swallowing seawater while desperately waving towards the helicopters. Nearby, another tried to lift the Liberty Bell 7, but the flooded capsule had become too heavy. They were forced to cut the cable and watch a spacecraft disappear beneath the ocean. Finally, a helicopter reached Grissom and pulled him from the water. He had survived his spaceflight, only to nearly drown after returning to Earth. To this day, whatever triggered the explosive hatch has never been conclusively proven. On July 21st, 1983, the Vasak station in Antarctica fell to a level never directly recorded anywhere else on Earth, minus 82.9 degrees Celsius, or minus 128.6 Fahrenheit. The Soviet research station stood more than 3,400 meters above sea level, isolated on the frozen East Antarctic plateau. Outside, there was no sunshine, only endless darkness of the Antarctic winter. The air was extremely dry, and heat escaped rapidly into the clear sky. Even breathing outside was dangerous. Exhaled moisture crystallized into clouds of ice, and exposed skin would freeze in minutes. Without specialized clothing and heated shelter, human survival would have been impossible. The scientists remained sealed in their station while the cold pressed into walls, surrounded by 100 kilometers of empty ice. Satellites have since detected colder temperatures across the Antarctic surface, but those were measured remotely, and the reading at Vasak remains the lowest air temperature ever recorded directly by a weather station. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next Eerie dose is just a day away.